Okay, so we have part 4 of our Ottoman simulation. Again, for those just joining us, the Ottomans have been boosted up a bit at the start, but at this point it's pretty much been rendered null from the passage of time. The year is 1596. This is what the world looks like. Let's see what happens. Again, I have removed myself from gameplay. I can no longer influence anything. This is all simulation. Some major events that have happened. Scandinavia formed and was instantly torn apart by a Swedish rebellion. Muscovy is doing their usual, pushing towards the sea. We'll be seeing Russia here pretty soon. Timurids have actually done much better than they usually do. Bet has kind of jumped around, and the Manchu have started ripping the Ming apart. And nothing major has happened. Pasai has done very well as one of the newer factions. Nothing major in Africa. Ottomans ripping the Amlix up. Timbuktu doing pretty well. France has done much better than I usually see them do at this point. Looks like they're at war with Britain right now. We are running at 6 times speed, so things do move fast. Go ahead and see what they're fighting over. This is the only way I can pause the game. Actually, I'm not sure if they let you click up there. Relations, the current wars, French conquest more. Alright, so it looks like they're starting the takeover, and they're about to finish up the forming up what should be France. Or at least I think everything that France claim on at the beginning. So Portugal's probably winning the colonization race right now, but Castile is catching up. Oh, looks like going. Nothing major, I'm sure that'll happen soon. That's pretty much the world. Let's sit back and enjoy the ride here on part 4. Oh, wow, they're going at it. I don't believe anybody's really started, colonizing over here, as far as I'm aware. Again, I am rooting for the Ottomans on this one, but what happened here? I do not recall that happening. Although that might have been a war with Venice. I think that might have been Venetian land that they took, not Ottoman land. If you're wondering about tech, where we're at, Ottomans lagging behind. Kind of expected. They're not too far behind. Eastern are falling behind a bit. Not terribly so, but pretty bad. It might even out towards the end. This might be the extent of Ottoman, unless they start pushing another direction. They'll probably wipe out the map. But France still owns a portion of Sicily there. By the way, it's lovely to have France and Naples next to each other. Flags are identical. Looks like France is going to be winning this one, and they might be reclaiming the last bit of Great Britain's land. Austria and Scandinavia are at it. Yeah, there's a very powerful alliance of Muscovy, Austria, and Great Britain, but France has been able to throw its weight around a lot. And who are they allied with? Aragon and Naples. They have a decent power base. Castile actually, in the last part, I believe, tried to reclaim or get Aragon and form Spain, and France just marched in and said nope. It's probably the only reason we don't have a Spain now. Again, you usually don't see that happen, but that's the way it goes. Ottomans and more of their useless wars. But I think they're just trying to take over. I'm sure it's the conquest war, so need to be pushing this way. At this point, they should have They should have tried to take Hungary and maybe wipe out Austria. But it's tough war to win, so can't fault them. I mean, they pour over everybody that fights them. Their technology is a major problem pretty soon. One Portuguese well, no, they got the little dip here. Yeah, Brittany had a good run, but I think it's over. Usually that noise means something happened. Yep. Did have Greece form on Rhodes, and immediately these Catholics rose up, but there's not enough of them to actually take Rhodes. So they're just kind of sitting there in an endless deadlock. Crete did eventually get its freedom. Oh yeah, we do have Austria and Italy here. Thirds are, I think, they keep switching between friends with the Ottomans and not, so wondering if that's going to come to a head pretty soon, and if the Ottomans can start gobbling up all that land, they might have enough manpower to upset the technology difference. And in case you guys are wondering, we are going to continue our co-op campaign in Thanos in this game, but playing Rome right now. Seriously, France? That's all you took? Oh, the have these giant wars, throw hundreds of thousands of men away, claim one people. Albania. Albania has lost its friends. Oh, they're over. Now, the real question is Muscovy. They have powerful allies, but if the Ottomans could cut them off from the rest of Europe, actually, hold on. Oh, never mind. Here it is, folks. Russia has formed. Oh, Norway's back. Hey, AI, why don't you declare war on the Ottomans when their troops are in Africa, not when they're next to you? Ugh. There's another war going on over here somewhere. Oh, another France. I think this might be the second or the third French-Austrian war. Usually France comes out on top, but Austria does have a lot of manpower. You can see they've pretty much wiped out all of. Oh no, maybe some down there. So it's usually neck and neck. It depends on who Austria brings into the fight, and they don't have Great Britain. Uh, do have Russia, but I don't know how to help Russia. Honestly, if the French and the Ottomans combined to take on the rest of these alliances together, the Ottomans have, they believe, the largest navy, if not the second largest, I think. But I'm really curious if that they'll eventually try to start gobble up Austrian, Italy, Italian land. It looks like Austria might have Naples. Although, they might be gaining Naples, but losing, what, Austria lowlands? I don't know what the correct term for that would be. Oh, carved up a bit of Lithuania right there. Oh, and it's France at war. Guess that relationship broke down quickly. France might be biting off a little bit too much here, but I don't think Aragon can actually win that fight. Like I said, France has been doing way better than they usually do. And I know they're like the easy nation in the games, but the AI sometimes make interesting decisions. I want to see Timbuktu take all of this. Oh, Portuguese South Africa. King in Mantua at war. Or it. Everybody hates them. Doesn't matter because Russia is coming. Honestly, I'm wondering what this fight's about. Sicilian reconquest. Great Britain's on Aragon's side this time. Seriously? They got dragged into war over this. Other French war. French was war with Aragon. Oh. Guess they decided to cancel that one as soon as Castile said it's the perfect time to attack you. French Louisiana. Wondering if there's weight behind the decisions they go to, because you'll see Britain come here, you'll see France go there, and Portugal and Croatia and Castile usually they split up. So Portugal and Castile are at war, which is that happening a lot. Looks like France has decided to call it quits with Austria, and I don't think anything happened. The Ottomans need to do is the second those wars end, go to war with the Mamluks. One truce ends, another one needs to start beginning. There we go. Keys Island. Whew. Sorry about the yawning. Austria and Britain at war now? I don't know if Britain has completely wiped out the Castilian navy, but because Great Britain formed a little bit earlier than I think they usually do, I think they have the advantage when it comes to colonization. I think their navy just not classed as Castiles. Now that they're at war with Austria, who knows what's going on? The whole world's falling apart, what do I know? Oh, see, there we go. I don't think they have enough to take it all, but I think they can pop up Egypt. Down in there. Oh. And took it. Oh, there it is. Yeah, these over the moon looks for nothing anymore. Look at this. Every ally Great Britain had, they have now gone to war with. Oh boy. Alliances in this game just do not last. Ottoman still a target of a coalition? Anybody likes Poland anymore? Well, Sweden does. No, Austria does. No. They're a target of a coalition. In the coalition. Oh, might be bad for the Ottomans. Come on, I want to see British Moscow. What this Brazilian-French War is all about. French subjugation. Lost Great Britain as a defender, so they got Castile. Netherlands broke away from Austria, so huge dent in Austrian power right there. Managed to hold on though. Like Austria might have this one. Dutch War for Independence. Yeah, I don't know about that. Don't even know where that is. Yeah, I think France might have one in the bag. Sorry. Nice, they put that lovely little ding-in noise for you. You know when a war ends? But it never seems to be, like, I don't know if it's the last war I clicked on, or... Uh-oh, what was that? Where I could have just saw... must have been... Another French-Austrian war, and it looks like the Netherlands actually managed to hold on. The thing all you have to do is defend your capital. Of course, I'm not sure. Possibly a new ally for France. I think this time Austria... Excuse me for a second, I'm gonna grab a drink. I will be right back. Okay. Will Italy finally be free of Austrian aggression? And will the Ottomans finally take advantage of Austrian weakness and attack? Apparently no. So, you have a lot of allies. I want to see a Russian-Ottoman alliance. Or at least annex Crimea. Crimea. Crimea? Crimea Riveria? Like Sweden is throwing its weight around and successfully defending against the Ottomans, in fact pushing against them. This might be the only stack they have. See, this might be the end of our glorious Ottoman reign and the domination of Sweden and Russia and France. Okay. Ottoman war machine springs to life. So that Swedish stack, it's mopping up those little guys. Like France was completely taken over. Might be the first Ottoman loss in a very long time, people. Sad day, sad day. Damn you, Sweden. Didn't you have a war with Russia? You should be fighting. Oh, looks like France gobbled up even more land. Ooh, and Barbaric. Oh, they're on the warpath. Ottomans are getting a bunch of rebels. Ooh, for a good sign. Not losing the war that badly, but still, they need some reversal here. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Rebels, rebels, rebels. Ottomans, why? Why don't you keep larger stacks? We must beat these guys. Like, I know the Ottomans could defeat rebels, it's just that Swedish 40 stack was ripping through them. Whoa. Is it a white piece? I don't even know what the war was about, but that worked in the Ottomans' favor on that one, because I thought they were going to lose a bunch of their land. Don't worry, Great Britain. You'll be going to Russia soon enough. But give it about 100 and something years. Austria just cannot get a break, can they? And this might be Billion Con. Yep. Two big wars Great Britain's gotten themselves into. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What have we here? What is happening? The rebels divert to Crete. Oh man. Honestly, it probably works the Ottomans' favor because that's their super easy wars they now have an excuse to wage. So, once they finish their rebels a bit, we'll see it. Although this might be the end if somebody decides to take advantage of them. Next we'll be seeing Corsican France. I don't want Sweden and Russia to go to war because they're both too strong and need to kill each other. But the Ottomans can rise again. Throw off this aggression. Grecian Macedonia. Greek. Rhodes. Any other Greek colonies out there? Let me just stream simulation of Aurorus. Really good. Oh, France and Austria again. Come on. You guys play nice for once. Oh, did Crete also get Naxos? Man, rebels. What a war ended, what war ended. Let me know, I wanna see. Or Mamluks and the Ottomans are at war, which, okay. Alright, Ottoman. Took care of the majority of them. Why don't you reclaim your provinces? Next thing you know, Granada will rise up and start taking parts of Castile. Ottomans, don't fall for it. Don't get sucked into that war. Don't empty all your troops. Mamluks are completely gone now. Sorry about that. Yeah, I don't know what's there. Again, French troops marched into Vienna. I should, oh, sorry. Oh. Vienna. That's the word. He's landed on India yet. I'm sure it'll be happening soon. Greece, EU, Castilian, and all the other. He's allied with Castile? When did that happen? That's some sort of protectorate thing, guarantee maybe? Yes. Is gonna take the brunt of that. EU is not quite the they used to be with all these wars with France. Oh my god, Tunis actually took Castilian land. Why can't the Ottomans be that friendly with us in our game? Yep. Actually gonna land on Rhodes and wipe Greece from the face of the earth. Again. Or they're gonna march all the way to Castile. Or apparently Crimea already did. France, declare war on Castile. Now's your chance. Oh, without they ripped away. Another Swedish Scandinavian war. Doing. Have made it to the sea. Any ships floating around out there yet? Wait. Japan really hasn't done. Well, I guess it. Yikes. Look at that tech. Just minus 2 terrain wouldn't be causing that much. Just because of the tech differences. Castile is so high right now, I think. Ottomans. Yeah. They're in the 20s. Ottomans. I guess their military isn't that. All because of what? Angry. Presence in India. There it is. Ottomans really need to land on roads and take it. Finally formed. Probably a little bit too late. I mean, do the Ottomans have to, like, sail to Castile and start taking land for this war to end, or do they just here to take roads, damn it? Oh, yeah, sometimes. Uh-oh. Oh, just saving. Well, we're reaching the end of this part, unless anything major happens that we should not have to split up. So, thank you for watching part 4. I might go ahead and record part 5, not sure. Check us out at www.betwixt.games.wix.com, something like that. The link's under the video, just click that. And if you want, you can support us on Patreon. I believe it's just patreon.com/Betwixt, or just search Betwixt at Patreon's website. It will pop up. We're gonna start doing exclusive videos. We'll look for a lot to be posted in the next coming weeks. And hope you had a good Thanksgiving. Look forward to good holidays. Why don't I let this warp up? There we go. There's the ding. Still do not have roads, but they have reclaimed their lost provinces. Assuming Naxos is going to be the next target. Shall see in part 5. Can't see you doing anything. Oh, Portugal and Castile are going at it. Okay. It's all about. See, now your vassals can, or your colonies can cause problems. Alright. See you in the next one.